Hi, everyone. Welcome to an introductory webinar with SpotTV, our newest integration partner. My name is Amber Smith. I'm the Client Marketing Specialist here at Jackrabbit Class. I'm passionate about helping people like yourself get the most out of your Jackrabbit application. If you are not yet using Jackrabbit, you can stay connected with us through our company Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever you prefer. We share some great information there as much as we can. Right now, I have Bobby and Sam with SpotTV on the line with me, and they're going to talk about how SpotTV works as the leading online streaming solution. Are you guys ready to take over?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having us, Amber.
No problem.
So just a brief overview of what we're going to chat about today is the benefits to online streaming to your program, the actual integration overview into Jackrabbit, and as a phase one approach and coming phases, the actual onboarding process with SpotTV, investment and sample pricing, and then what are our next steps in terms of getting to proposals and onboarding and kickstart phase. So just kind of wanted to give you guys a brief overview of what we're going to be looking at today.
So there's a lot of benefits, obviously, to this program, and especially to the partnership that we've got going on with you guys. And some of those highlights really are, one, it's just an extension of your open door policy. So what we're doing is we're allowing you guys to have a virtual lobby at that point in time. So we're extending this viewing room to this online portal for you, and it's setting it up to where mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, any of those people can now be a part of that class. So mom now has access to the one camera that's in the area, whether we're in the dance studio or the gymnastics center, whatever the setup may be for that particular time period. So if you're in beginner dance or you tumble tots from 6 o'clock to 7:15, then that's the access that mom and dad are going to get. And what we're doing with that is it's allowing kids to stay focused on the instructor, what they're being taught, what's going on during the lesson, and it's minimizing the distractions. So, they're no longer looking over at mom or dad every time they do something or their instructor tells them to do something for recognition or, am I supposed to be doing this? It's allowing them to stay focused, and it's creating a much safer environment on what's going on and what they're doing at that point in time. And then on top of that, while you're creating this incredible connection and setup for mom and dad, you're also starting a complete new revenue stream for the center and giving yourself a marketing advantage. So it's something that's going to draw new parents and new students into the building, and you as a center are now charging for a SpotTV account, and there's multiple different ways to roll that out at different levels, but the whole point of it is to become a completely new revenue stream for the center at that point in time. So what we're doing overall is we're trying to decrease the traffic that's in the window that's overlooking the studio or that's in the smaller viewing area where you can be heard throughout the gym, and we're still increasing the interaction with mom and dad. And it's set up to allow them to do this broadcast learning, which we like to call, and that is keeping mom and dad involved in exactly what's going on so that they can reinforce it afterward. So there's no longer a, hey, what happened in class today? It's, hey, I saw you do X, Y, and Z. Great job. And you're reinforcing the coach and the instructor at that point in time.
One of the big things we're getting out of gymnastics and even dance too is lobby space and available space size. So one of the biggest things, instead of big studios or big gymnastics facilities, instead of renovating their existing lobby or viewing area to accommodate more and taking up more floor space, what we're seeing happening is these facilities shifting to an online viewing experience. Yes, mom, can come to class, but maybe dad can, and he's got to go to ball practice with the other child, or a grandma who's out of state would still like to stay connected, and really bringing an enhanced customer experience and family involvement into all the great things you guys have going on the facility. So one of the big benefits, and Sam touched on this earlier, which is our broadcast learning initiative, and what that is a spin-off on complementary learning. Complementary learning, now this is a mouthful, stay with me here, is the reciprocating approach for fostering the social and intellectual development of our youth by integrating early child care programs with enhanced family involvement. So what is that to us, and what is that to you? And what I guess we're getting at is oftentimes when, you pick up your child from, gym or from dance or cheer, you ask them, how was it? What they do today? And it's like, you're not getting a lot of information out of them. However, if you were able to tune in and see what was going on, because you weren't able to make it for the day, or for, your dad who wasn't able to make it, and you're, having dinner and having that conversation because you were able to see it, the depth of the conversation can be so much more and so much more positive, because you get to say, hey, I got to see you do the back handspring today, or I saw you, do X, Y, and Z. And all of a sudden those conversations with the child are so much more engaging. And the complementary learning approach is that when mom and dad are more involved in the facility and the instruction that's going on inside the facility, they're reinforcing it. So they're complementing learning that's going on site. They're also getting more value out of it. So oftentimes when you do pick up your child and they're not able to give you the full experience in a detailed conversation, mom's maybe not getting the value of what's going on the facility. But if she's able to tune in and see, or dad's able to tune in and see, and maybe grandma's out of state and able to see, they're able to see all the things you're doing and all the amazing things that are going on inside the facility, and thus bringing so much more value to the program, and honestly to their reason why they continue to choose you guys. And really what it is the focus on developmental collaboration between family and facility is what we're trying to push there.
Yeah, because realistically, Bob, anybody that has a talk with, a child under 10 years old, there's the amount of information they're going to get on how was their day and what did they do is, it was good. Or
exactly.
Yeah, I had fun,
Exactly.
So it's definitely you're empowering that parent to be a part of that. And as you hit the nail on the head, really show value to everything that Jim or the studio is doing.
So let's chat SpotTV and Jackrabbit integration. So our goal of this integration is to enhance family experience inside the Jackrabbit portal, thus enhancing your customer experience overall. So while mom and dad are in scheduling classes or paying their bills online, they're also able to tune into SpotTV. The SpotTV portal is inserted directly into the Jackrabbit parent portal, thus allowing mom and dad to view throughout the day, or really just during their scheduled viewing time. So when you're able to once the account's approved, you're able to schedule the specific classes and times, but they'll be able to log in right to the Jackrabbit portal. So it's an all-in-one, all-inclusive experience that, they have everything they need in one spot, which is, keeping connected to the operational side through Jackrabbit, but yet keeping connected to the experience side through SpotTV. And this is a phase 1 integration. We have several things and several ideas that we are going to be looking to later this year, 2021, to make this an even further deeper integration and more robust experience for families. But right now, the integration is a viewing experience, again, connecting families to the experience side of your facility, and the support. So SpotTV, once you partner with SpotTV, we are supporting your online streaming experience. So built into this viewing portal, there's a support widget. So mom and dad are contacting our support team, who are available for your family members via phone, email, live chat, even social media. Our team is supporting you in your online experience because you guys have a business to run, and this is our wheelhouse. So once you do partner with SpotTV, rest assured that grandma who can't log in because she might have her caps lock still on, or mom might be getting or not be getting the video for some reason, they're contacting us, and we're supporting that experience for you guys and making it easy for you guys to just direct them towards us, and you guys focus on the business.
So this is kind of a next steps for you guys, or this is how our onboarding process really works from kind of start to going live. And right now, everybody is either looking to sign up for a discovery call, or if you have one already set up, that is kind of step one. And then once we have that call, it's just a real quick 5-minute call or so to get you some general information, to get us some general information on how we can best service you and set you guys up. And then we're going to have a quick design, and we'll get you a proposal sent over. And then once you guys sign up and give us the green light, it moves directly to what we call our Kickstart. And then in that Kickstart, we're just going to look at final layout and scheduling of any sort of equipment that needs to be on site, or configurations, technician if we need to get one of our techs out there as well. And then that Kickstart call that we have really starts that 10 to 30 day lead time. So obviously, depending upon size and equipment and all the things that go into the specific center, that approximate lead time to going live changes a little bit. But that Kickstart call is what really starts that process and that timeline for us. Once we get that set up, we'll obviously schedule that installation. We are going to ship out a marketing kit to everybody as well too once they sign up. In there, it'll have enrollment brochures. We will have a flash drive with all kinds of social media content and photos and things like that to really boost before we launch the program to mom and dad, get everybody excited about it. We'll kind of work on a timeline with you during that installation as well too, because we want to pre-market it, have everybody kind of sign up ahead of time. That way, once it does go live, they're already ready to roll, and we've got the schedule built in for you guys based on the gym or dance studio. And then really at that point in time, we're just picking the day to go live, and we'll have a training and everything set up for you guys beforehand so that your team is ready to roll at that point. Couple different options. We've got something really that will fit everybody's scenario or setup. We'll go through them really, really quickly here just so that everybody gets a little bit of an idea on where they may fall or what may work best for them. Option one is our quick start Wi-Fi. So we've got this set up to really get those locations that need to be up and running ASAP. And this is kind of a 1 to 5 camera setup. These are Wi-Fi cameras. We'll ship them out generally within about 5 business days out to the center. And then at that point in time, we'll have a technician out there to set those up real quick. These are a great option to get up and running, like I said, very quickly. There are some parameters around it where we need to make sure we've got some power outlets close to it so it has to plug in. And it really just depends upon the scenario, but that's our quick start option. Option two is our cloud server. So this is allowing us to put 1 to 5 cameras online, and we are actually providing you guys a cloud NVR or server that allows us to not only stream everything out, but it's going to give you guys the option to have those hardwired cameras in too. So there's some differences between the Wi-Fi and the hardwired, and we can kind of go over those during your calls and when we touch base with you guys. But some work better for certain locations than others. But this will give you guys that same option, and we'll have, again, it's a camera that does get installed. It is a wired camera. But it just provides a much stronger connection at that point in time. So 1 to 5 cameras, generally just depending on obviously the count, we're looking at somewhere around $500 to $2,000, and that's for the cameras and the installation, the wiring, everything that goes with it. And then both option one and option two are going to be around $125 to $175 a month. And again, that monthly program fee is going to cover your streaming, that covers your support team for both yourself and your parents. It gives you guys the admin side, allowing you to view recordings and everything. So all that's included in that package, and that price never changes for you guys. Option three is an integrate my system. So this is another way to really get up and running ASAP. If you guys already have cameras in the center, then it's something we just integrate with. So we do boast 100% compatibility with cameras out there. It's something that we're just going to get the information on the camera, look at the connections, how it's set up, and then what do we need to do, whether we can pull it remotely from the cloud or do we need to get some equipment on site at that point in time, and we'll work through that with you guys depending on what's the best setup. Again, we're at a very similar rate there at the 125 to 175. Option four is our turnkey setup. So you don't have cameras. This is a 6+ camera system. So generally your little bit bigger studios, your bigger gymnastic centers where you're going to have 6, 8, 10 cameras to not only cover the gym, but some admin areas as well too. We do a full complete setup for you guys for installation, wiring. We'll get a server rack on site anything and everything that goes a part of the system to build it out and kind of customize it for you and your center at that point. And then that ranges anywhere from $175 to $295 a month. With any of these options, depending on what works best for you guys, it's going to be an unlimited user base. So no matter whether you have 200 or 100 or 500 users, there's no cap to it at that point. This is all some exclusive pricing, obviously, for our Jackrabbit friends, and we also have a 6-month zero financing too for you guys that they're got through the summer at this point in time. So definitely something to take advantage of and be able to get you guys set up either really, really quickly if you need to, and then also game plan for the long term here. What are my next steps, Bobby? So we've got probably step one is we're going to say at this point in time before we get into the Q&A is going to be setting up a discovery call. So we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to just have a few minutes with us so we can kind of discuss things and give them some general information and find out what is the best route for them and how the best way we can set it up to benefit them and their parents at that point. So
yeah, exactly, because each location is a little unique on their setup, and if they have existing cameras or they don't, and system design. So we try and give each potential customer and location the due diligence on the actual setup and how it would be set up, and making sure we're making the right decision. Because like Sam went over just a couple slides back, is there are several options that we have to not only make this budget friendly for you guys, but really make it a great experience, and then build upon it. The quick start option is great, and then you guys can be adding things later down the road. It's very flexible, and we'll work with each of you guys through that process.
Okay, great. So I'll read off the questions, and then if you guys can answer those, that will be helpful. So first question, do the cameras have audio, and can I stream audio?
Great question. So all of our cameras that we do install have the availability to have audio. And so generally that's something that we always have in our cameras. And if you have cameras on site and they have an audio capability, then it's certainly something we can use, and we can look into that as we do those integrations and setups with the cameras that are already installed. And then as far as the streaming audio, yes, our software does allow us to stream audio out to the user. So potentially mom and dad, or if you're just controlling it to where the student wants to hear it because it's a makeup class remotely or something like that, then you can stream with audio to where they can hear the instructor and the music within the center at that point.
Right, and just to kind of clarify a couple things on that, is that the streaming of audio to the family members is optional. That's kind of a
Yes.
location by location basis. So many of our locations don't, but recently, specifically in dance, the question was, can you guys stream audio? And yes, we absolutely can if that's something you guys want to do.
Okay, great. Next one, does this program allow for the students to interact back?
So the program itself is actually a live streaming program meant to give mom and dad, and now even a student, access to be able to view and take part in what's going on. It does not, however, reflect a conferencing setup where the student or parent can talk back into the camera that's on site there. It's just not set up for that.
Okay, awesome. Next one, how long do I have archived videos?
So that's a great question based on the setup, because each one's a little bit different. So in general, when we're doing a cloud-based system, and that's your 1 to 5 cameras, we're looking at somewhere to 3 to 5 days worth of recordings that they go back and review. Now, generally, in most cases, you're going to know if you need something within 24 hours, and it's set up to where administratively you'll be able to go back and save a clip or trim a clip and download it, whether that be from your mobile device or the website, and save it for as long as you need it. So you've got a couple days to go back and review at any point in time, but you can also save videos forever based on what you need to download. And then anybody that wants to do where we put in a server on site, then that really allows a much more exponential size of storage. So now we're looking at 30 to 45 days worth of storage, and that changes a little bit based on camera count, but it's two kind of options based on what route they want to go, and that's really based upon the owner and the studio or gymnastics center and what works best for them.
Right, but there's a budget-friendly solution that allows for a virtual server, which is obviously less capacity on the storage side of things. But if they had a server on site and got the server package, then 30, 40, 50 days easy, based on system size, no problem.
Okay, nice. Next one is, what about security?
So just to give you guys a little background, because this is a very important question, is Spot TV originally started in childcare and STV and JTV, and we are in 46 states, 3 Canadian provinces, and the security protocols we needed to meet in the childcare industry side have been in place for now over 10, 12 years, because that's really where we started and was our key focus at the time. We brought that over to your industries and into Spot TV, and just like PV and JTV, we're meeting online banking standards and security protocols. So where you guys are storing your money and doing business transactions, we are meeting those same SSL encryptions and content delivery network securities and everything to that matter. We are streaming encrypted video, and it is a safe viewing environment. That's our key focus. We are moms and dads ourselves here at Spot TV, and it is a big thing for us. And, my child is at dance, Sam's at karate, and it's kind of a big thing for us. When we built Spot TV and designed it for this industry, that it is a secure online viewing platform.
All right, thank you. Next one, how many accounts can we have?
So I think Sam might have touched on this earlier, but it's unlimited once you sign up with Spot TV, and we're not raising rates based on number of users. It's a fixed rate to the location, and really that's a tremendous revenue opportunity for the location, because we do keep it fixed and just allow you guys to market this and sell this internally to your families.
Okay. And last one, do you see customers using this as a revenue opportunity?
Yes, I mean, that's one of the biggest drivers to Spot TV is, yes, family connection is fantastic. The integration experience is tremendous, but this is a revenue marketing machine. Many schools or many gymnastics locations or dance schools, what they'll do is, if we're only $150 a month, $200 a month to a location, is they're turning around and selling, $5 a month account, or depending on how they build it in their pricing. Some of our gymnastics locations actually do different tiers. So this price tier is at X dollars, but this price tier is at X dollars plus a little bit because they get discounts at the pro shop and Spot TV. So they're adding in value adds with Spot TV and creating a tremendous marketing and revenue opportunity, because for only $200 a month or $150 a month, and they're making $700 to $1,000 to $1,500 a month because they have the numbers to do so. You're making profits month 1, month 2, and your ROI on a purchase system is pretty quick. So the revenue side of this thing is tremendous outside of the family experience and customer experience as well.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time to join me today, Bobby and Sam. And hopefully, if you were able to watch this video, you learned a lot more about Spot TV. Hopefully, you'll be encouraged to set up a discovery call and get moving. And we look forward to working with you soon.